I got impaled when I was a kid. We were playing football at like a state park, but but it was like, I don't know, there was like some kind of, it was like a strike or something, but the grass was like high, like knee high. And I was playing football with like my cousin and my brother, and we're fucking throwing it. And I just remember running through like the high grass, and all of a sudden I was like, fucking, my leg was on something, and I was like, ow. And there was an old rusty fucking horseshoe fucking when you play horseshoes, what the fuck is it called? Yeah. It's the post in the ground, and it fucking went right through my calf, like fucking. I'll show you the scar. It's fucking like this long.
Oh my god, that sounds awful.
Oh no, that was on the back of my thigh. Actually, I had another thing on
my. The only fucked up thing that happened to me is I was like 7, and I rode down like this hill. My grandmother's like old house. She had this big hill, and I went down this hill in like a radio flyer fucking thing. And I get down to the bottom of the hill, and my cousin's just throwing rocks, like big fucking rocks, at me. And I don't really know.
Rock fight.
Yeah. And they were
fight was a thing.
They were like this big, man. And I was like, hey, you're gonna hit me with that. And he was like, no, I'm not. And then I woke up in the hospital. And I was screaming, of course. And apparently, like I of course got hit with a rock.
Is that what happened to your face?
Yeah, dude. You can actually see it right there. Yeah. See that line?
Yeah.
When it goes up right there. Yeah, that's it. I woke up in the hospital, and apparently he hit. Well, of course, I got hit with a rock, and I fucking I was just gone for like 3 hours, just unconscious.
Wow. Yeah, brain injury.
Yeah, dude. I wonder to this day, like, what happened? What fuck? Something had. I'm probably fucked up somehow. I don't even know.
You might have been able to get us to Mars, but they knocked that part out of your brain.
But now all I can do is stream on YouTube.
All you could do is make left turns now.
Yeah, not rights. There's no way in hell for that. Ain't happening, bro.
Shit.
Ain't happening. What is that? Your worst injury of all time? Getting stabbed in the ass?
No, that was on the back of my left thigh, and then another time I slid on a deck and a huge piece of wood went in, and I was on my right calf, and that's
why does everything keep going?
That one, both times I had to go to the hospital, but I have like broke my toe, broke my hand multiple times because I played hockey fights, and I broke them in street fights too. But broke my hand probably like 4 times. Broke my nose over 5 times. Jaw, eye socket, ribs, collarbone.
Why are you breaking everything? I've only broke my damn pinky twice.
The collarbone was, I was moving a dresser down a fucking flight of stairs, and there was only like 2 feet, and then the wall right there, and the person who was on the top let go of it, and I got pinned against the fucking wall by this huge dresser and snapped my collarbone.
It's like your bones are made of glass. Like,
this thing was huge. It was a big piece of fucking furniture. Fucking cracked it.
I broke my. I was heading upstairs to get on Nick's show like a few months ago, and I fell up the stairs, and I looked at my pinky, and it was backwards, and I just snapped it back into place, and it got real fat. So I couldn't move it for like a month. So I broke my pinky, and then 2 years ago at the gym, I was shoulder pressing like 60s, and like I was holding them on my my knees, and then it just slipped. You know how those little heads they crisscross, and it slipped and just hit my pinky, and it was like sounded like
popped it right back.
Sounded like celery. It was like, and I was like, and then I was like, oh damn, that was scary. And then a pain slowly came in. I was like, oh no, and then turned black. You got real fat.
I'm telling you, the worst injury, like as far as pain, like all those things, the worst pain I had from any injury was the one in fucking Houston when my fucking tore my Achilles.
Yeah,
and that was on camera. Like,
oh Jesus!
When you have a bad injury is when your first reaction is you feel nauseous.
Oh God, yeah.
The pain is so hard that you don't even feel the pain. You just have a feeling to throw up.
Yeah, that's
what was happening when that happened.
Oh my God!
I was just like, I thought there was going to be bone sticking out of my fucking ankle when I looked down. I was like, that hurt so fucking much, and I just took pills and whiskey all weekend and walked out. When I went to the doctor the next week, they're like, when did this happen? I'm like, Saturday. They're like, what the fuck, you've been walking on this? I was like, yeah.
Dude, that reminds me, you were limping at that one place because you fell over.